start splitting up into drills in the tees and front toss. So just spread out a little bit right here.
Blue Gold players, you guys spread yourselves out among all of them, please.
Yep. All right. So the first drill I want you to do, I want you to just get in a nice athletic position to start with, okay? So about shoulder width apart with our feet and our knees, a little bit of bend in our knees. And all I want you to do now is keep that back knee straight, and I want you to just rotate. No turning your shoulders, but just rotate your hip. Take that back pocket towards the pitcher until you can feel it just won't go any further. Okay? We're taking the slack out of our lower half.
Back the other way.
Yeah. Blue Gold players want around.
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
not
so you're
feeling this, ladies, please put your hand up. We got lots of people here that can help you with it.
Yep.
Okay?
There you go.
Pretty simple. Just nice athletic position. I'm just going to turn, and it's not a big turn until I get a stop. I just can't go any further with that hip being wound around, okay, my back leg. Everybody feeling that?
Pocket. Yep.
Yeah? Anybody not? I mean, this is really important to this swing, so if you're not feeling this part right now, please don't hesitate to say so. As opposed to loading on my thigh and pushing forward, we're coiling on that back hip. The pitcher starts her motion. First thing I'm going to do is coil and take all that slack out of my back, my leg, all the way up to my hip. Okay? So just think about taking your back pocket, rotating it towards the pitcher. Yeah, good. I'm seeing, yeah, nice. Nice. Okay? Everybody feeling that? Okay? Okay. Yeah, we good? All right. Okay, the next one we're going to do, we call it the hip slip drill. And the reason for this is, our pelvis is sitting right above our femur on our back leg. So our ball of our femur is up, our pelvis is over it, and we want to feel when that hip slips over that is where that lower half fires automatically for us. Again, we don't want to have to think about loading our lower half and driving forward. We're just going to coil, and then as soon as I start my swing and laterally tilt a little, watch what happens here. A nice tight coil, and all I'm going to do is lean back towards the catcher a little. You can see what happens to my lower half, my knee. The only way anatomically it can go is start to fire around, okay? Now we're going to hold that coil, but I'm going to lean back and my lower half will go for me. So we're going to do a drill now where you can feel what that does to your body. So what I want you to do is, again, athletic position, okay? Just put your hands out for some balance. And I'm going to take your front foot and just go on your toe. Just put it up so you're on your toe. Yep. Now we're going to coil onto this back hip, and this time you can turn like you're back facing the pitcher or catcher. So coil as far as you can go before you can stop, before it keeps you from going any further. All right? Okay, we're going to get coil all the way back, and now as you pick up your front foot, I want you to lean back towards the catcher, and what you should feel in your body, you should feel it automatically unwind. Okay? Yep, and you don't have to force this. You get a nice tight coil right on this back hip. I pick up that front foot and lean back, just a slight lateral tilt.
Yeah, you got it.
My body's going to come around automatically. I don't have to force it.
Coil back, lean backwards. There you go. Good.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, other way now. Okay, so get yourself, so coil, so back hip toward the pitcher. Yep. Okay, and now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up that back foot and you're going to tilt.
You getting it? Can you feel that? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Just get them a little bit wider apart. Put that one foot back, your front foot back. And now just turn back towards the catcher, and you're going to lean back to her while you pick up that front foot. Yep. Pick up that foot, and then laterally tilt. So lateral, I'm going to lean back this way. So I'm in here. I'm going to coil. Okay. I'm going to lean back towards the catcher as I pick up that front foot, and I should feel my leg, my back there. Yeah, feel that? Good. Good.
Now just lean.
This is the one it takes a little getting used to sometimes if you're haven't done it before.
Turn the other way though.
Okay.
You're going to turn back this way when that happens. Okay, you're here. I'm going to lean.
Everybody good here? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this foot is actually going to go this way. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll work on it some more.
All right. All right. That's the lower half, and that's a great drill just to go and do, just to get that feel for it. Just coil as tight as you can get, pick it up, and you're going to just feel. I mean, this is that rubber band up my back leg. I get it wound up, and as soon as I pick up that front foot and let it go, it wants to spin me around. Now, again, the advantage of this is when I tie that in with my upper half, I snap that barrel, my lower half is going to fire automatically for me. I don't have to think about how do I fire my lower half. Do I throw my hips around, all the things that I've taught and others have taught for a lot of years. This just goes, okay? It's like my top gear coming around this way, hitting a lower gear here, and it just spins and drives my hips around for me automatically. Again, that helps me with timing. Now I can sit back in this coil as long as I want to. I don't have to get wound up and get my swing going and then realize changeup. I can sit back here and pretty much, I mean, feel free to ask our girls as they're getting used to this, even on the pitching machines. When we got it turned way up, a lot of them now tell me that they're sitting there and they feel like they're just hovering the whole time, okay? And they're sitting there, they've got all day to go and watch this and then hit the ball. Well, who doesn't want that when you're a hitter? To feel like you've got all sorts of time to swing.
What a lot of you guys are used to is just turning on that back hip, okay? And what I want you to think about, because again, we're trying to help you feel this, and there are different ways we go about that. So think about this. If you coil on that back hip and you just go like this, okay? Just stick your other hip out. Everybody try that. Get that back pocket toward the pitcher, and then just stick that other hip out. That's kind of the feel we're after right there. Okay? It's just going to be just like that. And you guys you've all been to dances, right? So, and you're doing this kind of thing at your little dance, so you know what it's like to just like stick that other hip out. Am I right? Yeah. Okay? So just stick that other hip out. Okay? That's the kind of the feel that we want you to have.
Okay, that's the lower half. If you don't feel that yet, and when we get to doing drills, please don't hesitate to ask one of our players for help. We do this a lot and practice it. Okay? Now, upper half. How do I get the slack out? And one of the things that we see a lot that we want to make sure you don't do is once we talk about pulling that elbow tight and the scap tight, we'll see players go like this. Okay? That doesn't do us any good for two reasons. One, I can't see the pitcher or the pitch anymore, right? If I'm in a game, I'm certainly not going to do that. Okay? If I'm hitting off a tee, I can get away with it, but it's not going to serve us in a game. Okay? Two is that we don't want a lot of rotation with the upper body, because that first thing that tends for us to do is push our hands and try to unwind like we've done in the past. Okay, we revert back to our old swing. So what I want you to do is just, again, get in an athletic position. Okay, we're going to take this arm and just put it straight back. Okay, now bring it up towards your helmet and your head like you're holding your bat. All right, now take, and without moving this shoulder, just pull that elbow back a little bit until you feel that scap get pinched down or pushed against your spine. Okay, can you feel that? That's all we're talking about. That's taking the slack out of our upper body. Now, all of our muscles are tight on our lower half. We got coil here, we got the pull here, and so now that when I get the feeling, and the part that you really want to work on is feeling, all I got to do is snap the barrel and my whole body just explodes into the swing. Okay?
Let's make this like real. Okay? We're in Wisconsin here. How many of you guys bow hunt? Raise your hands if you bow hunt. Oh, we have some bow hunters. Awesome. Okay? What do you do with your dominant arm when you bow hunt? Pull back, right? That's kind of the feel when you do that with a bow. Okay? We're going to feel that tighten up in the back of that shoulder. That's the type of feeling we want when we've got that bat in our hands. Okay? When we're pulling back on a bow. The other thing that I like to say is, again, making it real, is if there's somebody I don't like very much standing behind me, I'm going to go, okay? So if I just think about the feeling of popping my elbow back, those muscles in the back of my shoulder are the ones I'm using. Okay?
Okay. All right. The last thing before we start getting into the drills with bats and the other toys we've got here. Oh, one last thing I want to show you. Some of our girls will be walking around. We don't have a lot of these, but some of our girls will be walking around. This is something else that we use just to feel how to start that launch oppo. So, coach, one of the girls may come up to you and they're just going to give you this. They're going to stand behind you at a 45, a little higher. There you go. And all they want you to do is get that coil, that slack out of my upper body, and all I'm going to do is that motion, okay? I'm launching oppo. It's just a good way. If I go and start my swing like I used to, that's what's going to happen, right? I'm going to pull it right out of coach's hand. If I'm snapping right around this back shoulder, like she said before, there's what we want to start the swing, okay? So if you see this, they come up to you, or if you want to try this, feel free. We've got them scattered around here, and the players will come around with you with it. The last thing, and before we start, I really want you to think about today, we call this a one-legged swing. Okay? And the reason we call it a one-legged swing is because all the control, all the power, all of our timing is in our back leg, our back hip. Okay? I'm here. I mean, you can see that there's players out there that start with a big leg kick. I mean, they're right on their one leg, right? There's others that'll just come up in that front toe, but the same thing. If you watch where their balance is, where their power is, okay, they're right on that back hip the whole time. Did any of you watch Division I games on ESPN, and others have got games on all the time now, right? Anybody here watch those games? Yeah. If you start watching those games, you're going to see this swing all throughout. In the last 5 years, it's caught on like wildfire at Division I level. I mean, you can't find, I don't think, a top 25 team that doesn't swing with some version of this these days. Same reason for them. They're facing pitchers that are throwing in the low 70s and then all of a sudden throwing them a 45 or 50 mile an hour changeup. If you can't launch as quickly as you want to when you want to, there is no way you're going to catch up to that pitcher. Okay? So one leg, hover, 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 snap, and we'll do a drill along that here in a bit. Okay? All right. So first drill. So first thing I want you to do, pair up with somebody. We're going to split you into two groups. We're going to have a front toss group and off the tee, and then we'll split for a little bit. Okay? If you have a partner, feel free to pair up. If you don't, introduce yourself. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, okay, just do slow. Notice how she's got that coil around her back hip, right, that we talked about. She's up, got this elbow up, she's pitched her scap down, and as she starts her swing, she's going to lean back towards the catcher and take that knob, is going to start to come around back to where she's going and hit here. What we want her to feel, what we want you guys to feel, is when I get this nice tight coil, as soon as I lean back and snap, how my lower half is going to bring me around. And you'll see her get really light on that left foot as her body wants to spin her around. Okay? Okay, let's do one more. There we go. This is a great drill that brings all these things in, and if you're new to it, even if you're not, we do this a lot all the time. Now, the next part we're going to do is a 45-degree drill. Again, same thing that we were doing before, except it's just kind of like an open stance. We're going to coil, we're going to pull back, and then when we snap, we're going to bring that barrel around along the same line, oppo, and then ball straight ahead. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so Group 1, G will get you anywhere balls. You're going to be over here. You're just going to have your partner. We're going to do some front toss. Okay? We're going to use anywhere balls, the little foam ones, so the pitcher's not going to be hurt in any way. We're going to use the West sticks and the insider bats. Okay? What we want you to do to start with, so my partner's going to be right in front of me. She's going to throw it to me, and I'm going to try to snap the ball right back at her. All right? The groups on the tees over here, we'll just do what KR did. We'll go for about maybe 10 minutes, and then we'll swap so that you both get a chance front toss and tee work, and then we'll go on to the next drill. Okay? Okay, let's split up. Okay, so now you're going to get lined up. Yep, get it just a little bit closer because you're going to want to bring that barrel around fairly steep. Yep. All right, so you're going to coil around this back hip. Get really light on this toe. I mean, you can just put up on your left toe, and so all that weight's on this right leg, okay? All right, okay, so coil back, and now elbow up, and now pull that back, just feel that tension right there. All right, so the thing you want to do, you're just going to snap your hands around as fast, bring that barrel around as fast as you can, and lean back, and this part will fire for you automatically, okay? Yes, not bad, very good. Okay, Okay, as you're doing this drill and you get better at it, try to hit underneath here as far as you can to get it up, because I want you to really feel that leaning back over the hip, okay? So really lean back far, try to hit it high. Good, good. Can you feel that as you lean back, that lower half just snaps and brings you around?
Yeah, I bring my back.
Yep, yeah, instead of pushing, all you're doing is this motion, okay? Just snap that barrel around. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's switch. Okay, so get that tight, and now, okay, yep. On this one now, same thing I just told her. I want you to try to get the barrel underneath here, like you're trying to put it over the fence this time. You're gonna have to really lean back to do that, right? But that'll get that hip engaged for you. Better, better. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, just really lean back. Yes, yes. Can you feel how it just snaps on its own? Yes, right. Okay, now let's do one with it at a 45 degree. Same thing, open stance.
I was just putting the ball on there.
Okay. Yep, you're gonna do the same thing, and as you snap, you're gonna snap, that barrel's gonna start kind of oppo, but your hip's gonna bring you around so you're square, hitting it straight ahead. Got it? Okay. Have you done this before?
No.
This, you want to come play for us? That looks really good. All right, yeah, no, yes. There you go. So pull this out, and you're not pushing your hands at all. You're just, how fast can I get that barrel around, okay? Yes. Okay, now, one more time. And this time, again, lean back. Try to get underneath there as far as you can go.
Okay.
Nice. You know how far that would have gone just by a little snap right there, huh?
With no leg movement.
That's right, yeah. I mean, because you got that lower half for free.
Yeah.
You get nice and tight, and as soon as I unwind, it's my body just goes for me all by itself. Sweet, huh? All right, yep, same thing. Now, again, as you get tight there, pull back there, and keep that tightness, and then you're snapping the barrel, the knob oppo. Yes, hip spring, that's it, exactly right. Lean back, yeah, yes. How'd that feel? Does that feel smooth?
Yeah, I have a swing that's it's more like this too.
Do ya?
Like it's normal for me to move this way.
Okay. Uh-huh, good,
So it feels.
good. So just how, yeah, got a lot of, there we go. Okay, let's just do it one more time. Again, see how far underneath that ball you can get. Lean back. Yes, yes. You're gonna feel like you're falling right in the catcher's lap. What you really do, if you watch a hitter when they do this, they're staying right above this back knee. I mean, I'm right here, boom. But it feels funny because I'm so used to kind of pushing out, right? Okay, so same thing, yeah. Helmet on when we're hitting with balls, please. All right, so have you done the 90 degree already?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's try it. Let's see how it looks. See? Okay, so one thing when you're doing this drill, you get a little bit closer because you're going to come at a very steep angle with this bat barrel, right? Okay? So coil back. All right. Now, that time it went around, so that means I'm pushing my barrel around a little bit instead of snapping it. So, okay, getting your start, coil on your hip, even as far as that. Okay, there you go. Now, you get that tight, so that's there. As you snap, you're going to snap the barrel out this way, right? And it's your hips that'll bring you around square into it, okay? So think about snapping the barrel out towards second base and let your hips bring you into it. Much better. Atta girl. Okay? Okay, one more thing we're going to add to this now. This time, same thing. I want you to snap in your barrel oppo, and I want you to try to get the barrel underneath here as far as you can. It's going to force you to lean back more so you get more of this hip engagement. You're going to try to hit it here as far high into the screen as you can get it, okay? Yes. Absolutely perfect. Yes. How does that feel?
Good.
Yeah? Can you feel as soon as I snap the barrel, my lower half just goes screaming around? Yeah, good. Okay, let's do one out at 45 degrees. Same thing. And you're going to be, again, snapping that barrel out opposite. You're going to try to get underneath it as far as you can. You can be really light on that front foot. Okay? Okay. Okay. Now, this time, I want you to be, so